this very moment, as you're watching this, the World Cup is being played right now, and every soccer fan on the planet knows. The two greatest players to ever touch a ball are Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. Nearly 2,000 career goals between them. 20 years of total dominance. Two men who broke every record the sport ever kept. But the debate that never dies. The argument in every bar, every barbershop, every group chat on earth is which one of these two is the greatest of all time. So let's do what the arguments never do. Let's take a look at the numbers. Start where every striker is judged. Goals. Cristiano Ronaldo, 976 career goals, the most any human being has ever scored, and closing in on 1,000. At this very World Cup, he became the first man to score in 6 of them. Lionel Messi, 917. Behind on the total. But hold that thought, because the total is only half the story. Per game, the picture flips. Messi scores a goal every 104 minutes of his career. Ronaldo? Every 111. Messi has scored more often, in fewer games, his entire life. Ronaldo built the bigger mountain. Messi climbed faster. And when it comes to creating goals for everyone else, it isn't even close. Assists. Lionel Messi, 453. Cristiano Ronaldo, 307. That gap, 146 goals created for teammates, is the single biggest statistical difference between them. Messi doesn't just finish attacks, he authors them. If Ronaldo is the sport's greatest scorer, Messi might be its greatest mind. And football's highest individual honor agrees. The Ballon d'Or, football's award for the best player on earth, Messi has lifted it 8 times. 8, the most in the history of the sport. Ronaldo, 5, and no other player in history has more than 3. Between them, they owned an entire era. 13 golden balls in 2 pairs of hands. But Europe's biggest club stage tells a different story. The Champions League, Ronaldo's kingdom, 141 goals in the competition. The most ever, 5 titles to Messi's 4, including 3 in a row with Madrid, something no player had done in the modern era. When the anthem played, Ronaldo answered, on Europe's biggest stage. The edge is his, but the biggest stage of all isn't in Europe. The World Cup, the one that decides arguments. Ronaldo, 146 international goals, the most in the history of the game, and counting at this very tournament. But Messi has the thing Ronaldo doesn't. The trophy, champion in 2022, and as of the summer, the World Cup's all-time leading scorer. On the world stage, one man has the records. The other has the crown. But numbers aren't the whole argument. Ask a Ronaldo fan why he's the greatest, and they won't start with a stat. They'll tell you nobody ever outworked him, that he turned himself into a machine and stayed at the top for 20 years in 3 different leagues. England, Spain, Italy. Dominated them all. The ultimate big game hunter who showed up in every Champions League night that mattered. And his critics, they'll tell you the numbers are padded with penalties, that he always had super teams around him, and that on the biggest stage of all, the World Cup, he came up empty. That's the case, for and against Cristiano. Now ask a Messi fan. They'll tell you that you can't coach. What Messi has, that he sees passes nobody else on the pitch can even imagine, that he was the best player alive at 19, and still the best at 35, that he doesn't just score, he composes. And that in 2022, he finally silenced the only argument left against him. And his critics? They'll say he spent 20 years in one comfortable system at Barcelona, that he disappeared in big away nights, that he needed 5 tries to win the one that counts. That's the case for and against Leo. Both sides have a point. So let's settle it. The only fair way. So, the honest scorecard? Total goals, Ronaldo. Efficiency, Messi. Creation, Messi, by a mile. The Ballon d'Or, Messi 8-5. Europe, Ronaldo. Trophies, Messi 47-37, including the only one that ends arguments. Count it however you want. The numbers lean one way. The debate leans forever. Here's the truth the numbers leave you with. If greatness is the mountain, the sheer size of the career, it's Ronaldo. If greatness is the magic, the efficiency, the creation, the crown, it's Messi. The numbers don't end the debate. They just make it sharper. So, tell us in the comments right now, while they're both still playing, who's your GOAT?